welcome to my channel. I'm your creator of fun, whimsy, and the occasional chaos, Heather. And as always, my disclaimer for those of you that are return guests, and my disclaimer for those of you that are new to my channel. Excuse me. My family and I live in a small apartment. I have a 14-year-old daughter that's homeschooled. I have occasionally noisy ferrets. I have a husband that has strange hours. So you could hear anything. Whatever's going on TV, my daughter getting mad at her schoolwork, my ferrets just being frustrated because everybody's too busy for them at this point. Or occasionally they might even pop in and say hello. So today I have a Temu haul for you. It's kind of big, kind of small. It's an average Temu haul for me, especially during craft and vendor season. So if you could just give me a moment to angle my camera down towards my desk, we'll get to it. Alrighty. So before we jump right in, this Temu haul this time was broken down into 3 separate orders for apparently no apparent reason. It's not like it was that big that they needed it just separated into 3 different orders, but they chose to. I'm still waiting for the third part of my order, which is clay pots. Why they didn't send them by air like they've sent them before, I'm not really sure, honestly. They decided to ship them by sea. Don't know if it was regulations that were changed, or I don't know, maybe they caught people internationally smuggling designer drugs or something in clay freaking plant pots, but is what it is, and I'm still going to be probably waiting until April 21st, I think they told me was the last update. Well, anywho, as we're diving in, this is the first thing that I got from Temu. Actually, the first thing that came from Temu. It's really cute. I mean, I know the words will probably be backwards, but it's really cute t-shirt that I plan to wear on my first crafting event, because it just kind of like spoke to me. Really, I mean, I'm only 48 years old, but it describes me. I feel it describes me perfectly. Everybody always called me in high school, act like I was a gypsy. Is they're like, you're a gypsy. You're like a gypsy soul, like a hippie kind of personality, which is true. I wasn't like any of the other people that were in my high school. I listened to Janis Joplin, I listened to The Doors, while everybody else was listening to the Backstreet Boys, NSYNC, and New Kids on the Block. I wasn't. Alright, the second thing that I got from Temu, because I have a few repair projects at home, and I also have not only that, but I wanted to try this on a few diamond paintings. Sorry, flashing my address there. But paint stirrers, I was like, whatever. I'll see them, I'll try them. But the funny thing about these were, and I did order them from Temu. If anyone wants to see my Temu receipt, I can show you I ordered them from Temu, and this was the second order that they separated. But the funny thing was, it came in an Amazon package. It was in my mail, my normal mail, and an Amazon package. I'm like, wait a second here. I didn't purchase any Amazon pharmacy stuff or anything like that. I'm like, this is supposed to be a Temu order. I thought it was at first, because I looked and I'm like, I had to double check the thing on the label. I'm like, I thought my husband maybe ordered something. I'm like, open it up. I'm like, nope, that's mine. But I just thought that was funny, that a Temu item would come wrapped in as the Amazon bubbler, and it was marked as one of like when you order, how it says local, it was marked as one of the local items, so they must have like sublet or something like that from Amazon. I'm not sure. Well, anyway, I also got, because I do this little, I've shown them some of my other videos. I make little wishing wells for my spring summer, and this will make a really nice, because I don't always, like, I underpaint the roofs and stuff, but I also like to have like a little bit of embellishment on them. So I figure I'll use this for an embellishment on the top of the roof. So I'm like, it wasn't bad, not a really bad price. It was $4.75 for online pieces. So I break that down and then I put for my cost for my business. So it's not such a big chunk, big whatever. I don't know. It's just something I do. I also got I needed more butterflies, and I thought these ones were cute, so they're a pack of 20 to 50, I do believe. But I thought they were cute because I don't have any like this style. So I wanted to get like a smaller pack to see if I like them. They don't really come in a larger pack, at least from Temu. But I figure I can always check the manufacturer or whatever and see if I can find a larger pack on like Allied Express or whatever. But they weren't really bad. I paid like 84 cents for them. But most people, like, they're down as like resin, like nail embellishments for the artificial red nails. I use them. I add them little ceramic pieces that I paint. Other different little fairy gardens. I'll add them for just a little bit of something. But those are really nice. I also got, and here's so funny, for my wishing wells that are citronella candles. They're a little bit smaller than the other one, than the ones that I make that are like flower pots. I ordered these thinking that they were going to be like the 2 to 3 inch ones, and I did. I looked at the measurements and I'm like, okay, well, it gives me a measurement. I don't think it says on here, but dang, these came from Paris, France by the packs of them. I forgot what they said it was. Okay. Well. 30 pieces. They don't say on the back here. Anyways, when I read them, I swear it said like it was like 1.5 inches to 2.5 inches. And I thought, okay, 2.5 inches is still like be small, but I can still stretch it, like put a spot underneath it, and it would still hold the wooden blocks that I make the little wishing wells with. These came in and I laughed. My husband laughed. He said, "What are you going to use this for?" I'm not going to return them, but I can also use them for other things in my fairy garden. Like when I make my fairy gardens or other crafting products, I can still use these. I mean, may not be exactly what I was going to use them for, but I can still use these. I could probably even get some smaller clay pots and figure out something with them. So, they will not go to waste. Next thing. I got these cute things from a business. I don't normally need like thank you bags because of how large my items that I make usually are. But I got these because I found, and I will show in this haul, I found for my diamond painting, I found earrings that I can make through Temu. And I looked, they'll fit in these bags, so I can always put them this way on my display table at my crafting event. Maybe not. Or flying for them. I don't know, I'll figure it out. But I think though through thank you, you'll still be able to see them. Or I might just wait and stick them in back then. I'm not sure. But I thought this would be really nice. A little bag to stick something like that. Plus my daughter also makes, if she decides to bring them, sometimes she doesn't. She makes those clay bead bracelets. And also like the DMC floss bracelets. So I can also share them with her to stick her little items in. I got these also for my wishing wells. I did not expect them to be this big. I mean, it told me the size, I know it did. I just thought they were cute because they're like kind of like blingy and glittery. And with my wishing wells, I have like the that I use for the plants. These should look nice either on like the roofs or going up like the side of the like well. Or also I do it's a real pain in the tush to make. I do jars. I like the jars and like make little scenes in them, like little fantasy scenes. So that might be an option to like stick over top of the fairy lights. And they're kind of like, those are kind of transparent, like it'll look transparent through the light. So it should look kind of cute. If I do choose to do that. That would be interesting. And then I had another little boober that I went and ordered. Now, there's this woman too that I watch. Like I watch her diamond paints and her diamond paint Temu Hauls and stuff. Her name's Kim. She's the DP hobbyist. She always tells you don't order stuff late at night. You don't know what you're gonna order. Well, I knew what I was ordering. I thought I was getting a very good deal. Well, obviously I was if I wanted price labels this small. Not what I wanted. I'm trying to see if I have anything that I don't really want. Oh, my labels are usually twice this size. But I can still write on for jewelry and stuff like that. And for some of the other little items, I can write on that. I just can't do what I normally do. Because I don't, currently right now, I don't have a laptop. I basically use between my Android phone and my tablet, my Android tablet, in order to do my stuff for like YouTube and my things for my business. Well, so I can't really print out like the labels that I'd like to print out. I'm use cardstock and like make my own labels exactly how I want. So what I normally do is I'll get like the tags, the bigger tags from Temu, AliExpress. I used to get them from the Dollar Tree. But then I found the brownish colored ones, and they're pretty cool. Like, I think they're pretty cool. I mean, they're a gift tag. They're you know, a store tag, a vendor tag, craft tag, whatnot. But I like the brown because all my stuff that I do is like natural, nature-based, fairy, woodland, that type of stuff. And before I was using like a tag that was like this color. I mean, there's still a few older items that I haven't, the fairy gardens and stuff that I haven't sold that still have my older tags on them. Which have like my old, if I can get it off here, probably can't. Which have my old emblems on them. This was just basically, I got these unicorns, the foxes and stuff, wolves. There was the rub-ons from, it was a Dollar Tree, Dollar General, and I rubbed them on the back. I would rub them on the back of the little tags, and I'd do that all myself. And excuse me, when I started ordering from Temu, I found the fantasy stickers, which of course my company that I'm starting out with. I mean, granted, I've been working on and off with my crafting business since 2021. I finally lowered my hours down last year. Now I'm stay-at-home mom. I only work maybe twice a month, give or take. Sometimes a little bit more. My husband does most of the working. So, yeah, he kind of funds my Temu addiction. Yes. Anyways. But now I use, like, the little fantasy stickers that you can get from Temu, and I use them, stick them in my tags, then put the prices on my items. But these, I really like these stickers. These stickers are really cute. Little fairies and such. There's only, I think, there was like 2 of them that were the same. Everything else is completely different. With these little fairy ladies here. There's those ones. But like the tags that I normally get are around this size in order to compensate for the stickers. Most of the stickers though, like before, like some of them though I did have to like fold over a little bit some parts and go and trim them. Like I said, there's only 2 that were duplicates. And these 2 were duplicates. I swear there's another one that was a duplicate. But I can't see it. I can't see it off the top of my head now where it's at. But it was a duplicate. Or maybe I thought it was a duplicate. That's what I got when I get tags of the correct size to go and do. Oh no. Oops, awesome. Fix it up in that pile. Okay. The next thing I got. Excuse me, I need to get a drink. The next thing that I got, I tell everybody I'm hard on my diamond painting resin hose. Got this one. It's similar to the one that I had, at least coloration wise. I guess I'm using correctly. No, I got the purple one this time, but here's my normal purple one that I use with the metal and what have you. They're about the same size. The only thing is different between this one. This one has screw-in tips. This one just has the pull-outs. And it's my last remaining one of the ones that I broke. It's kind of disappointing. Anyways. And this, I forgot to write down what it was. But I think it was like, I don't know. I want to say it was maybe like $5 most. Came with the, and I don't know, I'm not really a fan of the plastic tips. But these seem to be the harder plastic than the ones that I prior had. Of course, like they're harder plastic than the ones that come with the actual, like, your diamond paintings. Had a brain for it there, but it's doing very well. Checking both sides. One side good. Side 2 works really good too. I will leave, since I'm getting close on these, I will leave you this one, and I will leave you then till part 2. And till I get to part 2, I'll leave you with this, since we're getting close on time-wise. If you like my channel, subscribe. If you like my content of this video, or at least part 1 of this video, give me a big thumbs up. If you like this video, like I said. Also, don't forget to click on that bell icon underneath if you'd like to be updated on anything I post and when I post a new video and new content. Also, here at Notorious Whimsical Creations, we appreciate shares. And as always, I'm going to leave you with this thought as my husband goes into the bathroom. With a world full of unpleasantness, try to keep your life filled with fun and things that make you happy, and sparkle them with a side of whimsy. Till next time, see you at part 2 of YouTube Land. Later.